It's quite all right. You're not disturbing me. I would much rather talk than work. Yet here I sit, day after day, haunted by one thought. I must write. I must write. I must write. This is my study, the room in which I write my stories. I built it myself, actually. Cut the timber and fitted the logs. I made an awful mess of it. I do my writing here at the side of the room because the roof leaks directly over my desk. I moved my desk, but it's covering a hole I left in the floor. And the floor was built on the side of a hill, so in heavy rains, the whole room tends to slide downhill. Many's the day I stood in my cabin and passed my neighbors standing in the road. Still, I'm happy here. Although I don't get enough visitors to suit me. People tend to shy away from writers. They assume we're always busy thinking. It's not true. Even my dear sweet mother doesn't wish to disturb me. She always tiptoes up here and leaves my food outside the door. I haven't had a hot meal in years. But I've done a good deal of writing here. Perhaps too much. I look out the window and think that life is passing me at a furious rate. And so I ask myself the question, what force is it that drives me to write day after day, page after page, story after story? And the answer is quite simple. I have no choice. I am a writer. Sometimes I think I may be mad. Oh, I'm quite harmless. But I do admit to fits of wandering. I am engaged in conversations where I hear nothing and see only the silent movement of lips and answer a meaningless yes, yes, of course. And all the time I'm thinking, he'll make a wonderful character for a story, this one. Still, while I'm writing, I do enjoy it. And I like reading the proofs, but as soon as it appears in print, I can't bear it. I see that it's all wrong, a mistake, and it ought never to have been written, and I am miserable. And then the public reads it. Yes, charming, clever, or charming, but a far cry from Tolstoy, or a fine thing, or Turgenev's Fathers and Sons was better. So it'll be to my dying day. Charming and clever, nothing more. And when I die, my friends will pass my grave and say, here lies so-and-so. A good writer, but Turgenev was better. You know, it's a funny thing, but before you came in tonight, I was wondering, perhaps I should give it up one day. What would I do instead? Well, I've never freely admitted this before, but to you here in the theater tonight, I would like to tell you what I most want to do with my life. Ever since I was a small child, I've always... Excuse me a moment, I'm just making a note. An idea's occurred to me, the subject for a short story. Yes, that's right. It was mentioning the theater just now that sparked me. What was it we were talking about a moment ago? No matter. My thoughts are consumed with this new story. See if this appeals to you. It starts in a theater.